Hopefully that doesn't destroy my internet. I
know. It's just.
Oh, Hetty, could you grab that one folder that I always use?
That's even scarier. When his face is completely gone.
This wig is awful, by the way.
So you could.
Oh, I thought that was part of the frame.
Pull the hood down further and take the wig.
It's like a George Washington wig almost.
Special cheat.
Okay.
Oh,
it's just
it also sheds like
sheds. Like,
so we have another shedder in the house on top of me and Mom.
three shedders.
Yeah.
God damn these long silver white hairs.
She keeps saying Nesnar. Okay. So when last we left our heroes, you all took down a beholder.
Yeah, we did.
Quite easily, I might add.
Smart.
Alarmingly.
Very smart. Smart group.
Yeah.
I am so smart.
Yes, MRT.
So can everybody hear me okay?
Yeah.
I'm not like overly loud or anything?
No.
Okay. And so you had found this hallway, and I have little tokens for everybody.
Oh, hell yeah.
Let's see.
That's so, oh my god. Oh.
That's Astra.
Nice.
Aw.
Oh, yeah.
Ripper, Ivavi.
Oh, hell yeah.
This is Torque.
Mm-hmm.
I cleverly found a dwarf with a helmet so that I wouldn't have to Photoshop his eyebrow hair.
Yeah.
And then Kegbot.
Oh, hell yeah. Ernest. What do we call him?
Beetleman.
Ernest Beetleman.
And of course, we've got Silmaz and Woo.
Ah.
Key Pear.
Key Bear.
Well,
He's got armor.
Well, guy.
All right. So yeah, you've made it past the kind of that smelter area where you fought the beholder, and you've made it into this hallway that is very it's so the deeper you've progressed into this wave echo cave, the more kind of ornate the surroundings have gotten. So the floor in this hallway is some nice mahogany wood, and again the crashing of the waves is extremely loud now. It's kind of soothing if it wasn't so if you didn't have this kind of foreboding presence. There's still this kind of magic, this infusion of like very dense. It's almost like like an invisible fog, or every so often, it feels like maybe there's like some kind of spider web hitting you in the face, and you're just kind of like, what the fuck is that?
It's long silvery hairs from a wig.
Long silvery hairs from a wig. Also, when I was a wizard a long time ago, and I had basically this, but as a beard, I had swallowed so many fucking hairs. It was disgusting. I was like, so, it's a caution for all of you beard wig wearers out there. There looks to be a door on your right, and then at the end of the hallway, there are a set of two extremely ornate doors with inlaid kind of silver filigree and very nice wood, and the metal on it is really nice. And so that's where we are. Did you all take a short rest? Does anybody remember?
I mean,
I've used one hit die, so I know
Yeah, we took a short rest because I helped with my Song of Rest.
Right. Okay.
And my Bardic Inspiration is back, which now replenishes a short rest.
Got it.
So I believe that, yes.
And yeah, during that time, I think I got that cube. I mean, not a cube, the pyramid, the little pyramid.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
Ayut stone.
Yeah.
Fortitude. Very nice.
And Torque told me its name, that because Torque can talk to rocks.
Do you remember what its name was?
Let me check. It's written down somewhere.
I watched the video yesterday to the tail end of the video of the last one, and you guys are funny.
I like being funny.
You guys are funny.
You guys are funny. After this dungeon, I'm going to try and cut together the videos, like cut them down, so cut all the extraneous shit out of them, and so you'd be able to. Yeah, hopefully it'll make more sense and string things together a little bit more than the kind of disparate once a week or once every couple weeks.
What song are you gonna use for the soundtrack?
Oh.
Well, something that I realized watching the last video is that I think I don't want to use any music anymore, because if YouTube flags it for copyright infringement, I think it's low enough in the mix to where it's not going to pick it up. But I mean, stranger things have happened. Like, look at the poor EIT takedown.
Is that what happened to the music?
Oh no, EIT was taken down a lot.
Okay, so sorry. Let's see if that'll.
I thought the question was because of you
Oh
wanted
my God.
song to be the theme, obviously.
How do I get that to stop?
Willa, you have removed your microphone from a place where it is useful. Okay.
Sorry. I also should just turn up the mic. So when I get excited, I shout, and Keith thinks I'm doing it because I think that you guys can't hear, and he's like, the microphone's in front of your face. And I'm like, no, I'm shouting because I'm excited, not because
I just had that happen at work where I was like, I get dizzy and winded after Zoom calls, and it's like, am I shouting the whole? Am I just yelling all day? Why is that happening?
Excuse me.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So everybody's feeling okay health-wise. I don't think you took any damage from that Beholder. I think Torque was probably the only one that got blasted.
Yeah.
I did, but sleep magic doesn't put half elves to sleep.
Right.
I'm at max -1 hit point, so I'm good.
Oh, you guys are gonna have to take a short rest.
No. I thought you misinterpreted. Gotcha.
Sorry. Yeah. So we've got a door to the right, and at the end of the hall is a set of double doors.
I feel like,
Can I listen at the door to the right?
Yes, you can. You hear basically stillness, silence.
So not even the wave?
Well, the way it comes every 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So in between.
Is it locked?
Do you want to try the handle?
Yeah.
So you cautiously turn the handle. It is unlocked. Would you like to open the door?
I shall peer inside.
Okay.
Ooh. Now we take our long rest.
Yep.
So there's dust in this room. There's ash. Some spider webs, some debris just from being kind of in nobody's been in here for hundreds of years, it looks like. Again, this section past the Beholder seems untouched, or nobody has gotten through here. undead or otherwise. So things are much more pristine. There's not like dead bodies everywhere, and contrary to that skeleton that's laying on the floor in the map.
Well, he was in there before the Beholder came in.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, who knows? That may be the wizard that cast that spell. The furnishings, tables, chairs, bookshelves, beds. There's an iron chest towards the western wall, or the eastern wall. Sorry.
Can I ask a question about last game?
Yes.
I apparently either didn't save or decided not to type any words after magic belt, but I remember that I got rid of the crossbow because I was gonna try to attune to a belt.
Yeah, you gave the crossbow to Torque.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I put either gave the belt to you that I had, or I put it in the.
Okay, so the magic belt is the one that Torque had been wearing.
Yes, and
Okay.
that was
Anyone could use it.
it bolstered your carry strength, right, or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it bolsters your carry strength, and you cannot. It prevents critical fails on strength checks.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think we had the conversation where we were all attuned to as many magical items as we could be.
Yeah, I think we put that one in the bag of holding.
Yeah. Okay. I just wanted to, I saw it in the bag and I was like, I've written down something with not enough information.
I'm going to increase the magical item attunement to 4
Oh,
Oh.
because
Halloween.
yeah, as long as it's happy Halloween. You know, I mean, because you can wear more items. You know, that doesn't really, like, I'm gonna say maybe unless it's like a piece of jewelry, like if you have, like, let's say maybe like a
10
weapon,
rings.
maybe something that's larger, like a weapon, maybe you can only attune to 1, or like a staff or something. But like smaller things, like a belt or like boots or rings.
Okay.
that's
So
fine.
if I have a +1 axe and the 1/2 punch crossbow, that's 2 weapons.
I'm attuned to 2 weapons right now.
I am also.
Yeah, well,
2 max. 2 weapons max.
2 weapons max, and then accoutrement, like rings and necklaces and stuff, we'll say 3.
Because I've got my golden ring for psychic protection, and then I have the wand of magic missiles, and I have the snake staff, which I barely use, but it looks cool.
Yeah.
And it, yeah.
So yeah, let's say 2 weapons, 3 accessories, so 5 total. And that way I can give you guys more magic items anyway. And
Yay.
All right, I'm gonna take that belt back.
All right. This is like Bisma just like looks in the room and is like, huh, this is interesting. And we're all just back there like tugging on stuff.
Like, all changing clothes.
Give me that belt back.
Give me that belt back. All right, you have the belt back now. I've removed it from the bag of holding.
Cool.
Also, healing potions. I'm gonna rule that the ones that are in your kind of your little satchel, your quick action ones, if you use a healing potion in combat, if you use it as an action, you gain the full benefit. If you use it as a bonus action, you roll the die. Does that make sense?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So it's 2d4 plus 4 or whatever. So it would be 8, 12. If you use it as an action, it's 12. You just get 12, just automatically.
I
But if
like the
you're-
idea that if you use it as a bonus action, you just like spill it down the front of yourself.
Yeah, yeah. Because you have to think like logistically of like, you're like trying to attack and you're like, oh shit, you know. Cool. I think that makes sense. And out of combat healing potions, just heal max. Cool.
And that 1/2 punch crossbow, I don't know if anyone has yet to fire it, if we actually know what it does.
We do not.
Yeah, I don't know if you attuned to it yet.
Oh, it takes like an hour.
Yeah, it takes an hour. Then once you attune
Okay.
to it, you know what it does.
Yeah, we never got that far.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's duck
Can you-
inside this room.
Can you not use things that you're not attuned to, or can you just use them and you just don't have
Can
advantage?
you use them non-magically, maybe?
Yeah, you can use them, but it's basically like whatever the normal. So the 1-2 punch would act as a normal hand crossbow. You wouldn't be able to
Okay.
operate it. Operate the whatever magical elements were to it.
All right. Just curious.
Let's duck in this room. See what's up.
Okay, ducking in this room.
Somebody check for traps. Oh, Stillmaz, you are muted.
The Maz.
Broken your headset.
Maz is Morrissey's nickname.
Still can't hear you.
I can't hear you.
Not happening.
Think your Zoom.
Oh.
Oh. Bye. That was a good session.
Someone
right.
fell in a trap.
Oh no! Someone's found a trap and is gone.
I have. Let me guess. Someone stole your sweet roll.
I want that.
Any Skyrim players in the crowd?
No. I got the Skyrim when I got my PSVR, but I haven't played it because I was like, I don't know if I want to play Skyrim in VR. That seems taxing. Like, how many hours can you be in like a VR landscape?
Whoa!
I always thought it would be cool to play D&D in VR for these rooms and dungeons.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
There are Oh, sorry. I have to admit her. There we go. Let me in! I want somebody to let me in!
It was a hardware problem. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. Yeah, named it after Morrissey before he became super all right, the
Yeah.
British equivalent,
Yeah.
which is disappointing. I don't know. Also, I think Eric Idle is also
Aw.
one of the not Eric. One of the guys is very pro
Yeah.
Brexit. Which
I forget which one, but it's not John Cleese. Only because I follow John Cleese on Twitter, and he's
Excellent.
also not great.
uh
No one's
Those-
great. They're all old.
I know
They're
once they
old.
get old, they just like do
Yeah.
not
Yeah, they start to lose touch.
Check the traps.
check for tracks.
Yeah, so you don't get the sense in this room that there are any traps. This kind of seems like almost like a hunting lodge type room where it's like very kind of like a, what do they
Like,
call it?
cabin.
Like a study, like the old Hammer horror films. Let's retire to the study and have a snip of brandy. You know, so it's like dark woods, very dark green, you know, like fabrics and stuff on the wall. There's I was gonna say like men's room, but that makes it sound like a bathroom.
Yeah, it sounds like what was that called? The Rosewood bar that was across the street from the Cine family.
Yeah.
It's like the
Very-
whiskey bar that was just all like dark wood with dark green everything.
Yeah, it's like a study. Yeah, a studies from like early or mid 19th century, late 19th century, like Victorian times, where they would smoke cigar. Yeah, it probably smells like, has like a tobacco-y smell to it that's just clung to the walls. And yeah, on the north wall there looks to be a shelf full of books. There's looks like maybe a blueprint of the mine to the top left there. There's another one of those dwarven suits of armor in the corner. looks to be like a writing desk, and then a bearskin rug.
I
And
check the bearskin rug's eyes for jewels.
I was gonna check the thing hanging on the wall's eyes for jewels.
It looks to be just your normal taxidermy glass eye.
Mm.
In both of them. In
Yeah.
both
I
of
was
them?
gonna check the I'm gonna check the suit of armor just to make sure it doesn't come to life.
Yeah, this one does not appear to be enchanted.
Does it have a beautiful plume on top of it?
It does.
I might wait. My plate of armor, my plate armor that I've not plate armor. My full, is it plate? What's the full one?
It is
Yeah.
plate, I think. Right?
Yeah, it's dwarven plate.
So did that include a helmet?
It did.
All right, we'll just say it looks like the one in my little token.
Yep.
Cool. I'm wearing that and a breastplate, but all the rest of the pieces of it are in the bag of holding.
Yeah.
Okay, I wanna check out the blueprints
Yeah.
of the mines, see if I see anything special.
Yeah, so these blueprints are laid out. You can basically see where you're at now, and you can see the southern hall. There's the northern hall. There's all of the different mine structures where you fought like that the poos. So you can kind of see how everything connected before the cave-in, before the attack in the cave-in. So you definitely gain a better understanding of kind of what this mine looked like.
Does it look like some places that we've already been to? We might have missed some rooms or closets or
There, the only things that you can see that you've missed, I guess, are areas where there have been cave-ins.
okay.
Nothing that looks particularly that kind of piques your interest, particularly. It's just basically more mine tunnels.
Yeah. And this mahogany wood hallway and this room that we're in, it's on the map, I think you said. What about the door, the silver inlaid doors up ahead? Does it describe what's beyond those doors?
So it looks to be a room that is it's rectangular in shape, and there looks to be something in the center that looks very similar to a forge.
Oh,
And beyond that room, there is a small tunnel to the west that's been excavated into. And to the north, there looks to be a lake of sorts, or some kind of edge of water body of water.
not the same lake that we were at before.
No, that
Bridge and
yeah.
okay.
This is it goes so on that blueprint. It's kind of at the top half, and it's just like takes up the top half. So anything beyond that is it's not on the blueprint.
Okay.
Can I rifle through the desk? Oh, sorry.
No, I was just gonna ask one more about that room that we saw before, outside of More Masks.
Yeah.
Around the corner, the big room that had a force field going on for a while, but we think it might be down by now.
Yeah.
We never went in there. Is it labeled? Does it say? Does there show any other ways in?
So it says it looks to be a temple.
Mhm.
Temple to Dumathoin.
Cool.
Yeah. And it's pretty massive. As far as the rooms go, it's the largest room of any of the rooms that you've been in, not counting the the giant cavernous open spaces, like that south entrance hall, the northern entrance hall, where you fought the battering ram ogre and the all of those other creatures, those undead creatures.
Cool.
Yeah.
Can I rifle through the desk drawers?
Yeah, so you find a lot of correspondence, a lot of like accounting, things like that. There are like letters of commendation. There are progress reports. There's like account balances, stuff like that, ledgers. Yeah.
Is there anything that kind of warns of the kind of turning point of this mine, or is this strictly business?
It's mostly business. There's nothing that would indicate any acknowledgement of premeditation about an attack. If they were aware of it, they weren't corresponding in a way or taking note of it.
Are there any like like on the bottom of the bed, sometimes they have the personal trunk?
Yeah. These ones don't seem to have that. There's not at the foot of the bed anyway. There's some stuff underneath.
Like I'll take a look underneath.
Yeah. So there's it looks like somebody had a little snack stash.
Oh.
And the food has since spoiled, gone rotten. There's extra blankets, extra sheet sets. There's a pair of nice leather boots. They seem to be pretty small, like a gnome size. And let's see, what else? Yeah. Yeah, that's basically it for the beds.
I check the chest on the east wall.
Okay, yeah, you check the chest, and the chest is locked.
I can lockpick.
Oh, I was gonna say magic missile, but I guess lockpicking is better.
You want to try and pick that lock?
Yeah, I do.
Can I assist you with oh well, I'm not actually proficient, I guess. In sleight of hand.
So you can give words of encouragement.
Yeah.
I can assist.
You can give bardic inspiration, can't you?
You should just Beastma can assist.
Oh. Do you want to give bardic inspiration as well?
Oh, I'm not even damn looking at me. I'm looking at fucking Wolf. Yeah, I can assist. Get out of here. I was like, why would I have put my proficiency in stealth? That doesn't sound like me. Nope. I was looking at a wolf. Yeah, I'll assist you. Sleight of handy.
Okay. Let's go ahead and roll a sleight of hand check with advantage.
Listen real carefully. If you don't, you have to listen. Listen more carefully, so you can hear it click.
Ooh, okay. So 14 plus 4. 18.
18. Yeah, you're kind of fiddling in there, and Vavi's kind of just hovering over you, just like, just turn that, do that, turn. You're like, oh my god.
But for some reason, it works to an advantage.
It's making you
in my voice.
You're it's making you like tune out. You're having to focus so hard on your task because you're actively blocking out what Vavi is saying. And you hear the soft click and pop of the lock, and the trunk kind of lifts up, half an inch. and you open it. And inside, there are stacks and stacks of copper and silver.
A small fortune.
Yeah.
I mean, it's copper and silver, though. Do we really want to carry that around?
Looks to be kind of like trays, almost like you know how like registers have.
Oh yeah, like the
trays? Yeah.
Pre-count amount.
Pre-counted amounts. Yep.
Maybe we can bring it and then melt it into something better than stacks.
I heard in some places there's a change shortage because there's a pandemic.
Yeah, we could carry it with us and see if we can charge more for it because it's scarce.
Yeah. You know that Darren Edermath is trying to learn how to
Be an accountant for
be an
this.
accountant
That's right.
from Harbin Wester. For all of his shortcomings, he did know how to bank.
Yeah.
So that you've basically set Darren Edermath to task of becoming an accountant.
All right. I mean, we can put it in the bag.
So if he you may, we'll talk about this when you get back, if you get back to Phandalin.
Oh.
But you know that in the banking systems you can exchange, here's 1,000 copper, give me 100 silver or whatever. So you can do that. So yeah, it looks to be like about 1,000 copper. And then there's 500 silver. Doesn't look to be like there's any gold in this treasure chest.
That's why I was bummed out. Should we just put it in 1,000 copper and how many silver?
500.
Do you want to just put it in the bag, or does someone want to walk around with plinky pockets?
It's good in the bag.
Everybody roll. Who's so? I guess Silmaz, Ivavi, and Bisma. Did you help? No, it was just Ivavi and Silmaz. So Ivavi and Silmaz, make perception checks for me and let me know if you get higher than an 18.
I did not get higher than an 18.
I got exactly 18.
I got 5.
So Ivavi is kind of enamored by all the coinage and taking all these trays of coins out. Silmaz, you notice something a little bit odd about the bottom of the chest, kind of like one of the corners that looks to be like a small, like, finger hold.
I take my pinky and try to pull it up.
Yeah, so it has a bit of resistance, but after kind of struggling, you pop it open, and underneath is a map.
Guys, I can't read this, but once I open the map.
So the map shows what appears to be the location of a portal.
Bisma, this circle looks like a portal. I hand him the map.
So, Bisma, this kind of taking into account what Torque found out on the blueprints, you can see that this map, it was done by a cartographer, perhaps not like a master cartographer, but it doesn't look like it's to scale. But you can see the northern part of the blueprint had that kind of that lake, the water. This map kind of shows that lake like really expanded and blown out. And there is a portal towards the north side of it.
This is the lake that's on the blueprints beyond the forge.
Yeah. Yep.
Is there anything on the
Great.
back of these blueprints? If I flip it over.
It looks like flipped over. It's like they started to draw up the blueprints and they messed up, so it's all kind of scratched out.
I'm wondering why the paper in that other accounting room we came across turned to dust as soon as we touched it, and everything in here is not turning to dust.
Yeah.
Is it like protected by magic? I'm wondering, should I use like detect magic and see if this is like being preserved in some way?
Roll an Arcana check, Bobby.
That seems wasted on me.
Bisma, you can assist.
Hell yeah. Do you want to? Can you assist me? Because
or Ivavi, you can pose the question to Bisma.
Bisma, I wonder why.
Let me ponder. 23.
There we go.
Yeah. Yeah, this room seems magically preserved somehow. The books on these shelves look.
And yet it didn't preserve the food under the bed. So it only preserves paper.
Paper, and I guess like the animal skins didn't turn into like moth eaten.
Yeah. Interesting. Should we look at the bookshelf?
Let's look at the books.
Books.
Okay.
Again,
I pretend that
made that suggestion to Bisma. Shouldn't somebody look at the bookshelf?
I feel like he would have been drawn to that immediately. Just kind
I pretend that I
he
made
was like, chest. Let's look at the chest.
yeah, most of them are histories. Roll. Is there any? I guess is there any? Are you anticipating or are you looking for anything in particular? Or are you just curious what's on these shelves? Most of them seem to be history of the area geographically. There are some histories, not histories, but like explanations of magic. So books like that wizards would have to kind of read and try and understand magic better.
Is there a diary? I'm looking for a diary. I want the juicy scoop on our star-crossed lovers.
And I think I would be looking for like anything connected to extra planes.
Yeah.
Connected to the magic of this place.
Okay, well, both of you roll investigation checks to search specifically for those.
Can I roll specifically to look for like kingdom and lineage and dynasties and?
Yeah, definitely.
Cool.
Well, I'm rolling I haven't rolled anything over a 5 today.
Oh.
So
17.
You're saving the good rolls for later.
Don't think I am. I don't know.
I got a dirty 20.
Dirty 20?
Yeah.
So we'll start with I guess we'll start with the dirty 20 since that's the highest. You're looking for lineage. You're looking for
lineage associated with kingdoms, specifically whatever kingdom we're a part of, which we would all know, I guess.
Yeah. So yeah, you find a book on there seems to be a record, this kind of thick tome chronicling the kind of the dwarves who look to have been part of this Fandelver's pact.
Flip to the back and look for Blippin.
Are you looking for Blippin?
No.
So different than Ivavi.
You do see mention of rock seekers. There does appear to be some lineage of rock seeker here. There's a couple pages torn out as well. And let's see. Um, yeah, there's also a chronicle of how the Phandelver Pact came to be, kind of almost like a Declaration of Independence type thing, or like a constitutional type document, talking about very much almost. It almost sounds like the way that Silver Fox explained the Lord's Alliance, where it's like these kind of disparate folk coming together and harnessing this. Well, I guess this will go into Beastma's book, because Beastma, you find a book that talks about. It's called the Faerzress, Faerzress, and it seems to be this kind of volatile, almost seepage of energy from the Underdark. And so that's why, part of the reason why these human wizards were so highly sought after is because the dwarves were kind of the architects, they were the blacksmiths, they were the miners, and then you had the gnomes, who were very charismatic, who were very very good mediators. So they're kind of like the bridge, the communication bridge between all these different people. And then you had the wizards, and the wizards were brought in to try and help harness this magic. And yeah, so that's kind of the three tiers of why this Phandelver Pact came together. And this Faerzress is, they didn't quite figure out, everything in these books kind of tells you they didn't quite figure out what it is, only that it came from the Underdark, and the wizards could infuse this Faerzress magic into this dwarven forge that the dwarves were able to construct to be able to channel this energy. It also mentions there's a whole chapter and a whole tome on dragons and dragon magic. So you think that both the wizards trying to use this energy from the Underdark were only able to harness it through some utilization of dragon magic. And Beastma, you know that there are several different types of ways that magic manifests in your realm. Dragon is one of them. And so it looks like they were kind of trial and erroring a lot. So it was an infusion of kind of this wizard magic and this dragon magic.
Would the fact that it's dragon magic tell me anything about the kind of mystery energy, like that specifically dragon magic could control it?
Only in that both of these magics are very powerful, and it's almost as if these wizards were using one to kind of slam up against the other one, as like a stopping point, so that this thing could channel it and be stopped and held in place. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Is dragon magic the most powerful magic?
It's not the most powerful magic. basically all of the different magics can be as powerful. It just kind of depends on. I don't know how much you would know about dragons. Maybe if you skimmed through this tome, you could learn a little bit more. But I guess the common knowledge is obviously any dragon that is older is going to be more powerful. Just in a general sense. So yeah, the older the dragon, the more powerful the dragon's magic. And sorry, go ahead, someone.
Oh, is magic like type matchups? Like when you say like
kind
it
of.
depends.
Well, I mean that are you asking as Silmaz or are you asking as Willa?
Just as Willa.
Yeah.
Like
it's not baked in to the mechanics like that, but that could be fun. That could be interesting. Like, water magic is more effective against fire magic or fire creatures and stuff. It is kind of baked into like damage resistances. So different creatures have resistance to different magic, and they have vulnerabilities to other magic. So I guess it is kind of baked in. Yeah. It's just not kind of explicitly said. So yeah, like a fire elemental is definitely, it might even be invulnerable to fire damage. But things like, if you cast a ray of frost at it or something, it's going to be more vulnerable to that. Cool. And as far as diaries, you don't find any diaries, but you do find another romance novel. And this is called Lusty Lizard Folk.
Oh yeah.
And you had that fish one that was like almost like a first draft or like a rough draft. And it looks like the arc of that story, that fish story, follows very closely to the Lusty Lizard Folk.
Is the handwriting the same?
No, the Lusty Lizard Folk is printed.
I see.
Yeah.
All right.
Keeping the book.
Keeping the book.
I think Ivavi should write his own. I think you're starting to get inspired.
Any of the pages stuck together.
Do you want to check?
I just kind of shake it to see where the best parts are.
Yeah, there is kind of a bookmark that falls out of it. And it is a magic wand that is shaped curiously in a very bulbous manner towards the tip.
This is shaped much like an emerald.
Yeah.
I take the book into the master bedroom.
Okay. Yeah, so that's going to be the one with this kind of large double bed here.
Oh yeah.
I think by the end of this, you should have like a tool roll of phallic shape objects you collect. Roll that.
You could open your own shop in Phandalin.
It'll be called Phallusland.
Obvious found phallus. Yeah, so things seem pretty calm in here. Everybody roll.
No, I won't do it.
Keep rolling. What? Rolling. Eesh. I'm gonna edit that out. Don't worry.
That makes me think of like church. I don't know why. I just I think we must have listened to that song in church. Not as a part of church, but like in the church basement.
Well, yeah, the Limp Bizkit, the Church of Biscuit.
Yeah.
You sipped hot dog flavored water for your communion.
Ate chocolate starfish.
Yeah.
You know, it's probably guppy. So.
Oh man.
Yeah. So you actually
Should we
yeah.
roll?
So I guess everybody roll well, I guess you wouldn't really be hearing this. What's the highest passive perception for everybody? Who has the highest passive perception?
I
What does
forget
that
how to
mean?
do that. Will you tell me again?
So it should be at the bottom of your skill list.
Mine's
Your
14.
your ability scores.
Oh, yeah, no, mine's not the highest. I have a -1 in wisdom.
Sorry, at the very bottom. It should be like 11, 12, 13, something like
Yeah,
that.
no, mine's 10.
Okay.
11.
11. 14.
Wait, this is just like the straight up the number under wisdom.
No, sorry, it's at the very bottom. It'll say passive perception and then wisdom, I think,
Oh,
parentheses.
okay, I see. 12.
Okay.
I guess we've never used that. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's kind of like the passive perception is like when you're not actively like looking or listening for something. It's like what you're aware of
Mm-hmm.
in your surroundings, just
Nothing.
off the cuff or whatever.
Not me. I'm just humming my tune over here.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess a 14 is probably not good enough to pick up on what I was thinking. Do the dogs have
Ooh.
passive perception?
Let's,
What about
mine is
Astra?
mine is blank,
I don't
but
think
let
ours
me
is.
look it up.
Ripper's is 13.
Okay.
Then it's probably Kipper's too.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Torque's gonna look underneath this bear rug, see if anything's hidden underneath.
Yeah. So you scoot the chairs out. Do you want to move that little coffee table, or you're gonna try and do like a tablecloth
Yeah.
off the table? The flowers are
Um,
still on the table thing.
I'll move it. I'll move it all.
Okay. Yeah, you pick up the bear rug, and it's nobody's cleaned under there in a while. It's kind of dirty in the but there's no there's actually a small kind of like gouge out of the wood. So it's almost as if somebody put this bear rug there to cover that up.
Mhm.
Yeah. But actually roll an investigation check.
16.
Yeah, so you analyze this and you're like, somebody fucked up, man.
Somebody
When they were staining this wood, somebody really fucked up.
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah.
I'm finished reading this book in the bedroom. I'm gonna pop back out.
Do you
Run
seem
it-
more relaxed or?
Oh yeah, my shoulders are rolled way back. My cheeks are like flusher than usual. Usually I'm pretty ruddy, but like I'm even more flush. And that charming twinkle in my eye is just like everyone melts as soon as they see me.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry. Bisma, was Astra's any hurt passive?
No, hers is 13.
Okay, got it. Okay. So as far as you all are concerned, everything's just peachy keen.
What's the ceiling in this room look like?
It's actually, yeah, it's woodworked as well. So there are like those wooden bracers, but the top of it is kind of the same dark stained wood, and there are a couple nice candelabras, kind of like candelabras chandelier, hanging down. I would say probably one per corner. So maybe like 1, 2, 3, 4. They're not like super ornate. They're very, very, very practical. Because there are wall sconces as well for torches and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Is that thing on the ground behind Astra anything? Okay, is it a rolled up or is that just?
Oh, Yeah, it's probably it. So yeah, actually, good eyes. You pick that up, and it is a scroll of what is it called? I think that's what it's called. Let me just double check.
There's another scroll on that middle table. I guess I'll look at that one.
Yeah.
We're reading again. I go back in the master bedroom.
So, the scroll that that Bisma finds looks to be a scroll of comprehend languages. And the scroll on the table is a scroll of create food and water.
Ooh.
So let me, I'll read these out here as to what they do. So yeah, comprehend languages. It's a first level divination spell. Its duration is 1 hour. Components: verbal, somatic, and material. It takes a pinch of soot and salt. For the duration, you understand the literal meaning of any spoken language that you hear. You also understand any written language that you see, but you must be touching the surface on which the words are written. It takes about 1 minute to read 1 page of text. The spell doesn't decode secret messages in a text or a glyph, such as an arcane sigil, that is not part of a written language. And then create food and water is a third level conjuration spell. Within 30 feet of you, you can create 45 pounds of food and 30 gallons of water on the ground or in containers within range, enough to sustain up to 15 humanoids or 5 steeds for 24 hours. The food is bland but nourishing, and spoils if uneaten under 24 hours. The water is clean and doesn't go bad.
How much water is there?
30 gallons.
30 gallons.
Yeah. And if you think a jug of milk is 2 gallons, so it's 15 jugs of milk, water.
How much liquid does the robot hold?
You said 8.
That's a good question.
That's fine. We'll come back to it.
I think it was like.
Do I learn anything about
liquid totaling 12 gallons?
12 gallons.
Yeah, 3 different liquids.
3 different, yeah. So 4 gallons of each liquid?
I suppose so.
Yeah, because I think it's 3 different compartments.
1 liquid attack per gallon. Yeah.
Nice.
Ernest Beetle foam.
Do I
Beetle
learn
foam.
anything about lizard anatomy from my book?
Yeah. This is roll a nature check. Actually, Silmaj, you might be able to help with this one. You're a Beastmaster.
Oh, that's true.
Are you? Are you nature-y?
Sure. I'm a Beastmaster, but I also can't read, so like the lizard anatomy thing, you might need to like explain to me.
Oh, it was a 14.
Yeah, that's good enough to know that whoever wrote this book had no knowledge of lizard folk. So it's very much a mammalian interpretation.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That was the problem with Mulan. It for white men write about a Chinese heroine.
It's the Mulan of lizard erotica.
Live action Mulan of lizard erotica.
Wow.
There was the good like control, find, and replace. What's it called when you're a Jedi and you have like the the thing inside you that makes you a Jedi.
The Force.
Midi chlorians?
Yeah, replace midi chlorians with chi.
Oh my god.
Yikes.
I'm in a lot of Asian meme Facebook groups.
All right. I mean, hey, y'all. We're never gonna get any more ready for this. I say with a twinkle in my eye. I think we should just go forward and see what's up. Do you think we're gonna run into Malmute or whatever? Forward or back? You know what I mean?
I guess
Wizard?
whatever the map says.
No, I just mean Wizard. We got half the force fields are down because we killed the Beholder, but we still have this Wizard guy who we're not sure if he's on our side or if he was trying to use us for his own gain to like get the Beholder out of his way. I'm worried we're gonna get up to the forge. He's gonna be there like, suckers, this is my forge.
What wizard are you talking about?
The one.
Mormisk.
Yeah, Mormisk.
Oh, the Wraith?
Yeah, the Wraith Wizard.
Yeah.
I'm worried the Wraith's gonna be there.
Same.
Anyway.
That's a
But-
good worry to have.
But
Makes
if
sense.
what's the alternative is to go back and talk to him.
Yeah, but if we go back and he's up there, then he gets to do the thing he was gonna do up there. So I
Yeah.
feel like we gotta go up there because if he's
I go.
trying to do something, we have to stop it probably. I don't know.
I'm gonna roll up these blueprints and take them with us.
Nice. Okay, you
Did
do
you
that.
did you open the thing underneath the bear rug?
No, there wasn't a thing. It was just a
There's the thing.
mistake.
Oh, just a bad paint job. Understood.
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah, Torque, your craftsman kind of background, you're like, tisk, tisk.
Do you need to recover from that, or are we good to go?
Yeah,
I'm
you might have taken some psychic damage from that.
I'm all good. Let's
Just kidding.
go.
All right. So we're gonna head north.
Head north.
Yeah.
Okay. Stand by. I will change the map.
I'm
Also,
gonna pee.
I'm wearing shorts because it's
Oh,
way
hell
too
yeah.
hot to wear pants.
I think most
I mean, most Zoom calls are like this, so
So I have this like elaborate costume on my upper half and then shorts. All right.
I've got mine.
Nice.
I have exactly 2 romance novels in my house. One of them was a gift from my studio mate in college that she gave me when I graduated. It's called Too Hot for a Spy. Pretty good one. It's not about lizard people. And the other one, though, is my high school best friend, like 2 years ago, self-published a romance novel called Dark Prison
Ooh, yeah.
that I bought off of Amazon and cannot get through.
Because it's too juicy. You have to, put it down and
Fan yourself.
yeah.
Reuses a lot of this, like a lot of romance novels do reuse the same words over and over again, but she just, I don't know, couldn't do it. I felt bad, but at least I supported her monetarily by buying it.
Yeah.
But
Well, I feel like romance novelists are avid thesaurus users.
yeah, well, yeah. Too Hot for a Spy is about a woman who wants to be a spy, but women can't be spies.
Well, yeah.
They're
So
too
she
hot.
has to fuck a spy, and then she can be a spy. It's pretty good.
It's almost like a, yeah.
Too Hot for a Spy. Also, it's called Too Hot for a Spy. Just in terms of titles, it's just so good. Ah.
Mo's listening to his Sleepy Dogs music.
Nice. I've put on Sleepy Dog music for Betty once when we had to have the guy come in to do the
Yeah.
it.
Yep.
Like so someone was in the house, so we had to like have her in this room, and I had Sleepy Dog music on.
Oh, yeah.
It helped.
Boy.
I was like looking at the map and something almost came in. What was that?
What?
I was watching the map eat some licorice.
Oh. Damn.
So wait, it wasn't clear. Are those licorice flavored licorice or different flavored licorice that is colored black?
Licorice flavored licorice.
Okay. So you eat it without salt then?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I only really like licorice if it's got the salt, if it's crusted in salt.
Mm.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, it's not, I don't really like it by itself, but also I love salt so much.
Yeah.
So,
You guys carved pumpkins this year and like salt the. I love roasting and salting the seeds.
the reward for how much work goes into that has never been enough for me.
Really, I fucking love it. Oh my god, squirrels ate the face of my porg pumpkin though. And so I told Keith, I'm like, squirrels ate the porg's face, and Keith said, eat this pumpkin for it is my body.
I love the, I don't know if anybody has had it at the Universal Studios, the Harry Potter pumpkin juice.
Mm-mm.
I have not. I've had the what's the brew? The butterscotch brew, whatever it's called.
Butterbeer.
Butterbeer, yeah.
It's all sugar, but it's great.
Yeah.
I've never done the Harry Potter thing, but I also don't know anything about Harry Potter. So
Same. I mean, I just went because Keith's company did the whole like, this is your holiday party. we bought Simpsons Land and Harry Potter Land for you for the night.
Cool.
Existential crisis.
Are there
Better
more
beer.
books? Looks like more books.
Okay. So, finally, the Forge of Spells.
Hmm.
Oh, is this where Iron Man forged his suit?
Yeah.
Kind of looked like it.
I pushed Torque ahead because I'm just like, I don't fucking know what this is.
Here is where the wizards, allied with the dwarves and gnomes of the Fandelver's Pact, channeled the magic of these caverns to enchant dwarven arms and gnome gadgets. To the west, there seems to be a path. I haven't connected it, but this goes down a hallway. And if you recall the blueprints, then that goes to that kind of underground lake. So this is a large workshop. Work tables, plaster, masonry walls. In the middle of the room, a stone pedestal holds a small brazier in which an eerie green flame dances and crackles. It looks like it's blue on the map, but
We'll pretend it's green.
yeah. The brazier and its pedestal appear to have been untouched by any of the forces that have destroyed the other areas of the mine. And you notice that hanging above the forge is what appears to be the skull of a dragon.
Ooh. Like a full-grown dragon? Is it really big?
Yeah, it's really big. It probably is like my hand. And it's lowered down, and then the mouth is open, such that it kind of comes in front of the forge, so the bottom jaw. But the bottom jaw it's snapped and it's broken off, and the actual skull itself seems to be cracked and scorched. There are like carbon scorches on it. Yeah.
Can I tell that, like, or guess maybe that they were trying to channel magic through the skull and it?
Make an Arcana check real quick. Yeah. Do it with advantage because you've read the books that were in that
Ooh, nat 20.
room. Oh,
yeah.
hell yeah.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, this brazier of green flame is you can identify easily that the brazier is the source of the magic that suffuses the surrounding caverns. It looks like this magic has waned over the years, and everything you were able to skim through that book on dragon magic is that it looks like it's in some state of disrepair to where it can no longer be harnessed to permanently enchant magic items. And you attribute that probably in part to the kind of taint of this magical energy by all this necromantic kind of infusion. But but also because this dragon skull seems to be
Broken.
yeah, it's almost as if like a battery has lost its charge completely, or like the containment element. If the magic were grains of sand and the dragon skull was this glass container, that part of the container has cracked and sand is slowly pouring out. So it looks like, with that roll, you feel like you could probably still enchant items with this forge, but you don't think it would be permanent, and you think each individual item might have a chance. Just telling how much energy, it could be anywhere from an hour to half a day, where you could enchant either a weapon or armor. It looks like there was, in front of it is a small workspace. And it looks like these 3 platforms are 3 spots for maybe wizards to stand. And kind of, because there are arcane sigils on the floor of those 3 little pedestals. So that perhaps as a dwarf was using the forge, these wizards were helping to channel this magic through these items.
Is the dark box, the square, is that a wall or just flooring?
Oh, sorry, it's flooring. Yeah. So, do you remember that like fancy stone?
Of course.
Yeah, the fancy stone path has kind of led and has turned into that mahogany hallway, and that mahogany, nice wood here, is leading to the forge, and it's kind of all of this is just really, really nice. That really nice stonework, and then this is like some nice tile work.
Mm-hmm.
And there's more very similar books on each of these.
And are these statues beside us?
Pardon me?
Are these statues beside us?
Yes. They're statues of. It's 2 dwarves, 2 gnomes, 2 humans, human wizards.
Is the second chapter of the Lizard erotica on these bookshelves?
Do you want to check?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just an 8.
These ones seem to be much more academic in nature.
Ooh.
Yeah, lots of like smithing reference. And then actually, other than just like smithing reference and magical reference, there does seem to be an account of, particularly on this workbench here, of how to, basically all of their notes on how everything's worked through their trial and error.
Wow.
Their experimental notes.
Well,
Do you guys want to try to enchant a weapon?
it doesn't seem so. I've got a few questions. So we were supposed to secure this mine so that it could be used by the dwarf brothers and maybe make a new pact. Everyone's gonna be happy again. It's gonna be something that like is in use, but it doesn't seem like it's in use. Do we have to kill another dragon and put a new dragon skull on top of it? That seems like a lot of work. Like, if we just hand it off as it is now, are they gonna be like, thanks, but this doesn't work?
I thought the contract was just to clear it and make it safe to get in here for future use.
Yeah.
So like
No.
other people are gonna kill the dragon and make it work again.
Right. Well, unless we
Unless we take a new contract.
a higher percentage.
60%.
Are we already getting 60%?
I think it was 80.
Yeah, I think it was. I wrote it down somewhere as 80. So
Oh,
Yeah, it was 20 each, I think.
yeah, that's how it worked for sure. So I don't necessarily feel like I need something to be enchanted for a couple of minutes. Unless we think we have to fight a wraith, in which case, can we enchant something to kill wraiths for a couple of minutes and then run back to where he is and try
I
it?
look at the notes. Is there any way to control what kind of enchantment is put on a weapon?
So yes, there were different enchantments depending on the wizards who were present. They could enchant the weapons differently. There is a subsection that says, if no wizards are present, you can still infuse an item with magic, which basically just makes it +1.
Okay.
It just basically you have to, if you bathe it in the green flame for at least 1 minute.
Just one forever,
No.
or just for a few minutes, or for a few time limit.
Anywhere from one, you aren't quite sure, anywhere from like an hour to like half a day.
Hmm.
In this room, do we feel more of the like nasty kill yourself magic? Or
Yes.
it's so we've got more nasty kill yourself magic coming from this room.
But so it's you feel well. So you know that this stuff is Fair's Rest. It comes from the Underdark. It is not inherently evil. It is the fact that there was this attack, and Ellenthil is kind of the one that over the years was using necromancy, and it kind of tainted this area.
Yeah, so obviously he's still up to no good if we're still feeling the nasties, and that's like tainted this. I don't know.
You said to the west there's the underground lake that we've been to before.
You haven't been there, but there is
Oh.
an underground lake. Yes.
Is there not a lake to the north?
Yeah. Sorry. This goes to the west and it leads up north.
The same lake.
Yes. Yes.
Where there might be a portal.
According to that map that Silma's found.
Right.
It's-
And then on the map, did anything look like it was going to the east? Because I mean, there's steps going down that way, but it looks like a cave wall.
To the east, there isn't anything to the east.
Okay.
I feel like part of us clearing this place is dealing with more mask. I'm worried if we jump in a portal, then it'll take us like to the forest where the mosquitoes were.
Oh, I remember those. I got candles this time though.
But I just mean like we would have to come all the way back, get all the way back through here and find more mask again. So I kind of want to deal with more mask before like going looking for a portal.
Sure.
If you want to check out that, do you want to just try and check out that lake, or?
Yeah, I think we should still examine the.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Yeah, I would like to look out over the lake and use my detect portal skill to see if I can pinpoint it.
So this basically comes up like this,
Ooh.
right? So it attaches like that,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Ooh.
there's kind of this area. This looks kind of like a winch.
Catching really
Are
big.
those the waves
Yes.
that echo?
Yes.
Every
These
2
waves are deafening. Every 2 minutes, you basically can't hear yourselves think even. So like if you're like in the middle of a conversation, the wave hits, the wave crashes, you're basically deaf for 5 seconds or whatever. So that cliff face, that is there's a drop. There's a drop off. There is a small boat that looks like it's not on the map there. But there's like a small, whoop, that's too big. Small boat moored kind of right there.
In the water?
Yeah.
How's it dealing with that waves?
It looks barely functional.
Not. It's had 300 years of just being absolutely obliterated by these waves.
Yeah.
Every 2
See,
minutes.
it used to be really, really big.
Yeah.
Realize-
It's been like whittled down. It was a
How high
stone
is
boat.
the drop? Sorry, did you?
It's probably like if you had to estimate like 100, 150. So it looks like they used that winch to maybe put boats in the water or take boats out of the water.
If I use my detect portal skill, does it show me where the portal is?
What's the range on that?
1 mile.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, if you're kind of walking to the edge here, getting as close to the edge as you possibly can, you and you're kind of looking at that map, and you're seeing where it should be, and you're detecting it there, but you don't physically see it with your eyes. So you're thinking that
It's underwater.
it might be underwater.
The portal's underwater.
I should be able to detect the distance of it.
Okay.
Can I tell how far out it is?
Yeah, it's a good probably quarter mile, but that's at a diagonal.
Well, strap up the dogs. We're going.
Tying ropes around dogs.
And the amount of time we put into prep before we do anything. It's like, okay. I mean, all right, you know where your portal is. I think we should go wink, wink, nudge, nudge a wraith so that we can consider this place squeaky clean. And then we'll come back and test your swimming skills.
All right.
Does that sound fair? Like a fair plan?
Yeah.
Sounds great.
Okay. So you make your way.
I was like, did anyone want to push any buttons on this thing before we walk away?
I'll walk around it and near it, and I'm not pushing any buttons just yet.
And I just wanted to ask / check, is there anything in the notes that lets me know how to like permanently disable it?
Permanently disable the forge?
Yeah.
There's nothing in the notes that says that.
Okay.
Yeah. Good question.
Just gotta stuff a real big sock in the middle of it.
I mean, you can probably surmise that if you created a cave-in, then, you know, it wouldn't be able to be reached by anybody.
So the energy, the green energy that's coming up from this thing is also the energy that glows through the crystals and infuses the crystals with their light. And now those are tainted because they're tainted with the necrotic magic, but is it tied to the same under the ground magic source?
Make an insight check.
No, not me. I posed this question to Beastman. He Yzma, do you think this? I'm a hypothesis.
Can I do an Arcana check?
Yeah. Go.
He said insight, which for me would have a +0. So
Well, I rolled a 19, so
there you go.
dealer
Oh,
choice.
yeah.
Stand by. I'm gonna go get the other map.
Okay. Yeah, I ask the questions. I don't know the answers. I ask the questions absentmindedly while thumbing through my lizard erotica book. This just occurred to me. Do you think the and then I don't think about it anymore because I'm into my lizard erotica. Yeah, I still have not rolled above a 5. And that was a natural 1. So
God damn.
I got that out of my system.
So the only room we haven't actually been in is a shrine, right?
Yes.
That we know of, yeah.
Yeah. We don't know if the force field is still there or not.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll walk past the shrine again on our way to the Wraith.
It's
So you
true.
can see.
Okay, so you walk back to the so you walk south.
Mhm.
You walk through the
The cavern with the Beholder.
cavern with the Beholder, the smelter, the rubble barracks. You walk through the starry cavern.
Yep.
And
When
then
we-
you
Go ahead.
so you're in the northern section, the northern open section. And so then you walk up into the hallway. As you walk up into the hallway, you start to hear the sound. You start to hear the sound of battle.
Mm.
Do you
to
think
the
it's
west.
the suits of armor? Is it the suits of armor?
The suits of armor are all gone.
Who are they fighting?
There also is no more. There's no barrier. There's no green barrier. The doors. Well, yeah. So there's sounds of battle coming from the shrine.
Okay. Let's go protect that shrine. We all swore that we were on their side, and that's why they let us pass. So
Let's
we
go.
gotta go help them out. We're gonna help these suits of armor out with whatever they're doing.
Okay.
At least that's what I proclaim. My best friend, if these guys and my best friend are in this, then I'm in this too. Ain't that right, Torque? Smack you on the
That's
back.
right. I'm wearing one of these guys as like a skin suit.
Yeah. Does
You're
your
good.
armor like come to life with you inside?
Man, I hope so.
You can roll performance to see if you can pull your.
Sure, but it's gonna be awkward because right now it's just a breastplate and a helmet.
You're like, no, trust me. The other pieces are dancing in the bag of holding.
Yeah, I rolled a 10.
Yeah,
I don't
nobody's.
believe you, but I think
Oh, look at that. Oh.
Okay,
This is a fight.
switch the map here.
Maybe we should enter from opposite sides. There were 2 doors that we know of, or
Mm.
I can fuck with that.
maybe 2 by 2.
Yeah. I'll be
Doors
with
in the
Torque.
hallway, and there was another door around the corner.
Torque, you want to go around the corner?
We
Um,
do one long range and one short range.
You know, when we looked around, when we peeked inside, did it look like the statue itself was closest to that door around the corner?
So that door was basically, let's see.
Because there were 2 doors in the hallway, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So
And then
those two doors open up into the main area.
Oh, right there. Okay.
And then this was basically here.
Well, then we probably shouldn't go through the Wraith's bedroom to get to it. So we should maybe all just enter together.
Although, if they're fighting the Wraith, he won't be there.
He'll
Well,
be
we
in the
don't
main
know
room.
that for sure. And what if they're not fighting the Wraith and two people just stumble into the Wraith's bedroom and he's like, let's fight now?
True.
I see you entered my bedroom. Let's fight.
But doesn't he also have that locker, that foot locker full of the plus?
The good
jewelry
stuff.
that you can't
Yeah,
just-
yeah, yeah. All right. So should we? All right.
I don't
So
know.
we
How
could
about we
take
peek
the
in-
risk. We
Maybe
could
we
take the
peek
risk.
in one of these doors. See if he's in. See if he's fighting.
Who's good at sneaky?
Can peek.
Who's gonna peek?
Yeah.
I'll peek.
Whoever's
it's
going to do that,
pretty-
go ahead and roll a stealth.
23.
Damn.
Yeah, so you peek into this room, and there seems to be
Just river dancing guards.
scary, spooky skeletons.
Meh.
Is it all undead?
It's a lot of these guys.
Whoa, what's that?
Ooh.
Who's that?
Looks like a spider.
A black spider.
Oh no! Is that the black spider from all of these
Adventures.
adventures? Uh-oh, there's two of them. So,
Hmm.
but it's a funny smiley face.
Really is.
Let's see. Which one do I want to use here? Hmm.
Can you hold that one closer to the camera so I can see it? Because I can't see what it is.
Maybe I will. Maybe I won't.
Okay. Oh, nope. And nope. And scary.
Spooky.
Is that what you're wearing?
Okay, I think, let's see. Which one do I want to use?
We
For...
know its weaknesses is the wig.
Yeah.
Pull the wig over his eyes.
Cast itch of wig.
The
That
itch,
sounds itchy just thinking about it.
yeah, I'm surprised. The itch isn't as bad as I thought it would be. It's mostly
If you-
just, you can't really tell, but oh, maybe you can. There's just like these,
Yeah.
and they're just everywhere. Can you see that at all? Those
Little
little
bit,
white hair.
yeah.
Like no matter how many times I do this, they're just all in my face.
That's just my life, period. That's how I live my life.
Okay, this is a good wraith token here.
Wait, so Bisma, as you're peeking in, you have to tell us who's fighting whom.
There's skeletons. There's giant spiders.
Yeah, but which side? Which ones are the good guys?
I can't tell.
Oh no! Although I feel like Bisma would just say it more matter of factly, like, huh, all right.
It's a ghost.
Also, our characters are all just in a pile.
Yeah.
Back on
It's
top of it.
Navi's lucky day.
We should have all just peeked in like one head on top
Yeah,
of
the
other.
stack.
Except that there's just one dwarf and then three very tall people.
And 2 dogs.
And 2 dogs, yeah.
It
And
was
a robot.
The dwarf, the 2 dogs.
And a robot. I always forget the robots with us. So 2 dogs, an owl, and a robot.
Oh yeah,
New
now
sitcom on ABC.
sorry. Adjusting. Adjusting. Adjusting.
Just
Okay, so you see a cadre of skeletons. These 2 giant spiders are on the ceiling, as are these. They're on the ceiling. This is Mormesk here, who's flanked by 2 skeletons. And that is a hooded, shrouded figure. I think everybody knows who he is, though.
mm.
The other
So
one.
spiders for skeletons is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, nobody's. Well, yeah. I guess.
No one's actually fighting, or
Yeah, I did say there was.
Clanking.
Yeah. So both of those 2
It's a damn
dwarven sets of armor
Mm.
are kind of on the floor here, and they're completely shattered.
So
Mhm.
we have to kill everyone. Great.
or do spiders first, because
I would
we're
definitely
currently
kill.
on the same side as Mormask, right? Like, are on the same side.
Oh, we've always been against Black Spider.
Well,
That's true. Black Spider had the killer come after us. Mormask hasn't done
sorry,
that.
that was one of the better days of our journey. All right. Can we surprise the spiders?
The Priors.
Because the stealth worked pretty well. I feel like if Bisma whispers, "Hey, let's all attack them spiders," then we could all attack them spiders.
Are you asking your compatriots, or you're asking me?
I mean, I'm saying, hey guys, let's try to surprise attack those spiders, and then waiting to
Ah.
see if they agree, and then if the DM agrees.
Wait,
Yeah, I guess me and Silmaz could fire arrows
Yeah.
if they're on the ceiling. How high is the ceiling?
I think I said they were 80 feet high.
Has it been an hour since I got the 1-2 punch?
Um,
To attune, do you have to like sit with it,
You
or
got to stroke it.
I think it just has to be near you. It has to be your buddy, right?
I
Yeah.
think it's like you have to take a short rest and do nothing but analyze the item.
oh, okay, yeah, we haven't done that.
Mm-mm.
Oh, good. I got plenty of other stuff.
I'm attuned to this lizard erotica, though.
Nothing but studying.
Nothing
Probably
but
are. So yeah, as you're kind of deciding what you want to do, you hear what sounds like more mask, and he says, you hear him say, "Leave this place, defiler." And you hear the person at the other end of the hall say,
No, you.
says, "You will not stop me."
I feel like we gotta stop that person.
Yeah, we should stop him.
I like to stop anyone who says you will not stop me. To me, that's a dead giveaway that you should be stopped.
Says, you're a relic. You should have died long ago.
Hey, no one says that to sexy wizard man. Gets away.
Our
with
good buddy.
our best
Our
friend
friend that we never
definitely
doubted.
Never
That we
considered
definitely were
inviting
not planning
out.
on killing later.
0% chance for doing that. Let's shoot the spiders on the ceiling. I'll prepare a spell.
All right.
I've got a longbow.
I got
Okay.
2 attacks.
All right, so we're gonna try to sneak attack the ceiling spiders.
All right. So, do you want to come into the room?
Can we sneak attack from the door?
I'm gonna say 2 of you can.
All
'Cause
right,
it's basically like there's a door here and a door here.
yeah, ranged people. I think you should sneak attack, and then we'll all file in and start initiative against these spiders.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay. I'll take the left door and the spider on the left.
And
Got
I'll
it.
take the right.
I mean, we could just let them fight each other and see how it plays out. Just
Mm,
throwing that out there.
I'm worried about time because it looks like he's at an altar, and if he is left unperturbed for long enough, I'm afraid that something bad will happen.
Oh. Cool. Yeah.
Judging by how Bisma has described the scene, you cannot see it.
Uh,
Bisma, does it look like we have time to wait it out?
I don't think so.
What are you judging that by?
Spider size, I think. I'd rather fight these spiders with some skeletons to help us.
Exactly. That's kind of what I was thinking about. Like, if we gang up on them and the skeleton sauce can help us maybe with the hooded guy too.
That sounds good.
All right. Punch him with arrows.
okay. So Bisma and Silmaz, are you gonna do like a countdown, like a
Mhm.
That makes sense, yeah. And then we'll each go for different ones.
okay? And then so you just want to go both for this number. Can you see the numbers on there or no?
I
Yeah,
can see
no,
it.
I can.
Yeah.
1 and that one says 2.
Yeah.
That
You
one
wanna-
should say 3 and that one should say 4.
Oh, it
Same
just
with
got
this.
blurry again.
Same with the skeletons.
Do you
Yep.
want
Yeah,
to
this
do you want to both focus on one to try to focus
Okay.
fire and whittle them down?
sure, that makes sense.
I'm worried. I think you should shoot them both. See if you can knock them off the ceiling and into the pit of skeletons.
Okay.
Because if you shoot
I mean,
one,
we
the
both
other
have
one-
2 attacks anyway, so
Yeah.
Do
Well,
we
I was
get
just saying-
both attacks on a surprise?
I believe so.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's basically like a surprise round.
Because if you both attack the same one, then the other one could get hip to it and use the ceiling to climb over to us. But
And
if you try
no.
to drop them,
Are the 2 by the altar? Are those also on the ceiling?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
they're
There
all-
is that third door.
Oh,
Just
do you want to
that-
go to that door and hit another
get-
one?
We could get 3 at a time. And on the way, I could pick up some jewelry.
Mormask just like hears someone rifling in his jewelry. All the skeletons drop.
He disappeared.
Mormask like just poofs back into the room and slaps your hand.
All right, I won't touch the jewelry, but maybe we can use that third door.
All right, you've got a bow. Do it.
Okay.
All
You
right.
want to have so you're kind of right here. Now that door is closed.
Oh.
Or no, wait. You knocked a hole in it.
Yeah, there's a hole in it.
Yeah. So you can, if you want, I'll let you roll at disadvantage, but you can kind of have your arrow through that little hole.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll try that. But that door's not locked, right? There was just a force field before.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so I know that I can open it if I need to.
Yes. Yes.
All right, but how are you gonna know to count down with the other guys?
I'm gonna wait till I'm holding my action until I hear shots fired to shoot mine.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. And are you aiming for spider number?
I'm aiming. It's blurry, so I think it's number 3.
Oh yeah,
The one closest to you is 3, I believe.
Yeah, I'm just gonna aim for that one.
it's still blurry.
Well, it's like it's when the internet goes out a
Yeah.
little bit, it gets a little
Oh,
weird. But
sorry.
it comes in, and I think it's fine.
Okay. So do you want to try and go for 3?
Yes.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm taking 1, Silmaz is 2,
3,
Torque is 3.
1, 2, and 3. Got it.
No, I do have a clear shot on this black spider guy.
You do.
But you're rolling at disadvantage. But okay. I mean, I think
Up to you,
actually, Torque, you should just do what you do because we don't know anymore. No one's with you. They will
True.
unleash arrows, and then you tell us who you've aimed at.
Right.
'Cause you're on your own now.
I will aim for the spider.
Which one? The real spider or the
Number
black
3.
spider?
Number 3 spider.
Okay. Number 3 spider it is. Okay. I'm going to try something different here too. So you're going to roll your attack and your damage together. So instead of rolling attack and then rolling damage, just roll them together.
For
Okay.
everybody or just
That-
Torque?
For you 3. Well, I mean, for everybody going forward, but just in the attempt to speed up combat a little bit, because I think sometimes it gets a little bit grindy.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Cool. Yeah.
So, yeah, you see the 2 suits of armor, by the way, are kind of covered in webs,
Mm-hmm.
and they're shattered, but they've got webs on them. Yeah.
Ooh, they've been webbed by them spideys.
Are these spiders what class are they? Are they giant spiders? Are they just
They
animals?
are
they aberrations is really my question.
uh
I don't think so, right?
no. They are large beasts.
Beastmaster.
Crossfire.
Okay. So Silmaz and Beastma, you want to roll your attacks?
Yeah.
18 to hit.
That'll hit.
12 to hit.
damage. I'm adding my force damage to my first shot.
Okay. That works.
Does it fall from the ceiling with the force damage?
So
For the skeletons can get them.
Spider 1 has taken, I'm sorry, say that again.
12.
12. Spider 2 from Silmaz.
12 to hit.
So your shot goes wide and it ricochets off the ceiling.
Should we take our second actions or?
With those
Okay.
first ones, I would have triggered to shoot because I also have 2 attacks.
Okay,
Do it.
go for it.
Okay. Shit. 10.
10. Yeah, your arrow clatters off the ceiling as well.
Cool.
Second attacks.
Yeah.
27 to hit.
Ooh.
Yep.
Another 10 damage.
Okay,
20.
that'll hit.
Nat 20.
What?
Yeah.
Critical.
Critical. Makes up for the last thing. Big dice. Big dice.
Roll it. Roll it.
33. Not bad.
The spider falls out of a tree and drops it.
Double damage.
Hell yeah.
Whatever you roll, double it.
Oh my god. 2.
Roll again.
Okay, thank you. 12.
Nice. So it takes 12 damage, or you rolled a 12?
It takes 12 damage.
Okay, got it.
Oh wait, sorry, plus 4.
Oh, 16.
16, yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Torque.
And Torque.
Yeah, I got a 9 to hit.
No, you're not. You can't hit through that little hole.
Do we get any bonus actions? Do we get to use those?
You get your turn, right?
Yeah, it's a surprise round.
All right, I'm gonna telekinetically shove the one on the ceiling that I've been aiming for and missing,
Okay.
and just pull it down.
So it has to make a...
That is
throw?
a strength saving throw.
Got it. Dirty 20.
13 is the least. All right, I can't do anything with this guy.
Well, open the door after this, and then you might have better luck.
Yeah, good call. Oh, those are supposed to be a disadvantage too. I wasn't even rolling disadvantage. I forgot.
Oh,
Let me make sure I don't get a crit fail. Yeah, no. Okay.
okay. Was anything higher?
Huh? Yeah, something was higher on one of those disadvantage. I mean, but that would require advantage to count it. So
Right.
all fails.
Yeah, so that first spider, it takes 2 arrows kind of to its thorax, while the second spider takes an arrow in probably one of its the lower part of one of its legs. They're all still attached to the ceiling. How do arachnids shriek? I guess it's probably like a Starship Troopers, the alien creatures in Starship Troopers. So that one howls in pain. And you hear this guy say, he says, "You fool! You fools! I'm not your enemy!"
Lots of people like to say that to us.
Everyone's kind of our enemy.
I think he might be our enemy.
Like, you just don't understand. This place needs to be clean. We don't care who it is. Like, my mom could come in here. I'd be like, "Get out, Mom! We gotta clean it up."
I think that's a good spot to end it for today.
No.
No.
I'm good with that.
Okay. That just means I get to dress up next week too.
Yay.
Just trying to stretch this out as long as I possibly can.
Are you gonna do face paint? Blue face.
I don't know if I feel comfortable with that. There may be something else, because this is my face is kind of supposed to be in shadow, I guess. So maybe you can't see. Maybe next week I'll have come up with a different facial overlay. I also did not get something set up that I wanted to do for the audio. So I want to have that ready for next week too. It's incredible. Like I really do wish this was like a full-time job. Because this is just me scrambling to put shit together like last minute.
TJ, people
That's
do
awesome.
have this for like a full-time job. You can do that.
Yeah.
It's possible.
Well.
Dreams.
Yeah. So I don't know. I guess, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should start a Patreon or something.
Yeah.
But I don't know who would contribute.
we would.
Get on a couple casts. Get on a couple
Casts?
pods.
Oh, pods?
Pods.
Yeah.
You could
I
be
could do
on Nodes pod about books
Oh yeah, I got my pod.
borrowed that they never returned.
Borrowed books.
Borrowed books. You think it's gonna be a quaint little like reading show, but really it's
Just
just
gonna be like, give me back my books.
So I have here that like a debt collector.
I remember one time when my uncle was like, hey, you should reconsider The Lobster. It's good. No, you can't borrow mine. And I was just like, we're family. Like, what's wrong with you? But then I was also like, good call. Well, happy Halloween, everybody.
Yeah.
Happy
Halloween.
Halloween.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch werewolf movies. I'm gonna make Beyond Beef meatloaf ghosts.
Oh shit,
Ooh.
post
Okay.
those pictures.
They
Yeah,
look
can you please send
mini-
pictures?
They look like mini meatloafs, but they've got slices of cheese over them so that they're ghosts.
Oh.
I don't know. I found it online, and we'll see if they
Like a
it'll be
cheese fondant?
No, like a slice
It's
of
like-
cheese, just like
Like the
It's
sheet?
like melted
Like
so
a
it looks like
sheet?
yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Like cheat
So
ghosts.
Swiss cheese, because it'll have holes cut into it.
Oh yeah, for the eyes.
I'll let you know how it goes. I'm not good at cooking. I'm what they call bad. at
Nailed it.
So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
That's
Well-
what the pandemic's all about.
We believe in you.
Getting good at things we're not good at, or at least attempting them. and
Yeah, get good, noob.
Admitting to ourselves that we're not good at.
Good noob.
Unlike the unemployment department, which is never gonna get good.
Hmm.
Ooh.
Well, I hope everybody has a spooky rest of your day, and
Woo.
thanks for playing.
Yeah, thanks
guys.
for
Exciting.
Thanks.
Looking forward.
See you soon.
See you next week.
Bye. See you
Bye.
next week. Oh wait, picture.
Oh no, I was also gonna say, what do we do with our TED Talks?
Oh, I
Oh.
haven't found one yet.
Oh, I forgot to do that.
You can just send them to that group email if you want.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of something else too. Silmaz, you do owe me your backstory.
Oh, I do. Shit.
Me too. Written out.
Okay. I thought I got something for you. Let me
I
double-
gave you a little bit, like a paragraph or something, but
Yeah. Anybody that so if Avi's is pretty fleshed out. Jim wrote your letter,
Ooh.
which is really interesting. Torx is good as well. Yeah, his is detailed.
Oh, how'd
Uh,
that single run with Jim go last week?
It was like 2 weeks ago at this point.
Oh shit, I don't even remember, man.
It was
was
I
great.
felt awkward about it just because I was like, I don't know. And also it was anytime you try to like run something around my character Nettie, it's really hard because Nettie is not personable, like doesn't want to talk to anybody. He's not a leader. Like, so it was really, really hard to get going. 'Cause it's like, okay, you guys are on this street, and Nettie would have just been like, fuck it, and like sit down if I was actually playing him to like his truest form. He
Well,
went
it's also like a weird dreamscape.
Yeah,
So
it was
it's-
pretty cool. There was
Yeah.
like, we went into a haunted house. Upstairs, we killed some goats that we thought were children wearing high heels, but then it turned out to be goats. And then we went through the house, and then there were skeletons like in a living room. Out the back of the house, there was like this beach, and the beach
Yeah.
had like a lighthouse where this guy I didn't like was on the top of the lighthouse, and it was covered in these giant crabs that were like blind. And there was a pirate ship that was really far out. And then we went to the lighthouse and started climbing the top of the lighthouse, but there were like flying baddies in there and other baddies.
Like a spiral
Yeah.
staircase
But
with
Jo-
gaps in it.
Yeah, but George is like can like summon animals and summon a frog to hop like up and then summon 2 eagles to like come in and fly everybody up to the top. But there's also a magic broomstick that I got on at one point.
And then
Sounds like you're describing like a fever dream.
It
Yeah.
was like a fever
exactly
dream.
what it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And
then
every-
we found a door in the floor, and we popped our heads in, and it's like some study with people looking around, smoking pipes, being like, what
Yeah, it's
else?
like I thought it was more like a frat party, but you're
yeah.
probably.
Okay.
And then we started trying to throw books down at the other like baddies that were down there, and then the pirate ship got really close. But
Mhm.
I never found beanbagger.
I don't think we finished. I don't know
No,
if we
it's
finished.
like in the middle of the dream. So the next time Nettie and then Nettie woke up exhausted, so is suffering from one level of exhaustion in the real game. So good. But it was fun. Jim's a
Wild.
weirdo.
Yeah.
But
Good little laugh, just random stuff.
Awesome.
Although it seemed to all like be pulled from your Nettie character.
yeah,
So,
yeah, the characters that like I gave Jim a list of NPCs that like stuck out to Nettie. Goats was one of them.
Oh.
That's why.
Was it that halfling that was taunting you?
Yeah, I call him Beanbagger. I don't remember his real name, but he's the halfling that was taunting me. He's the one who I saw on the top of the lighthouse, and so I tried to get him, and then he's not there once we got to the top.
That's all you need for Nettie. Just give him an antagonist.
Yeah, fuck that
He
guy.
fucking hates. Oh, you want Nettie to go somewhere? Put that halfling there.
It's like, oh, the guy on the boat was Mr. Feels Good, the shopkeep that like emanates the comforting aura.
Yeah.
Because that was there were 3 things: goats, Beanbagger, and Mr. Feels Good. Again, Nettie, this isn't the character of Nettie or Ivavi. I need to be better at knowing what people's names are. So,
it was
yeah.
great. I get to bring in a character I don't get to play anymore because the other group that I was in, or one of the other groups I was in, disbanded.
Oh.
So I get to bring in that character into your fever dream.
That's cool.
Cool.
I like that character's background, the Howling Wolves.
Yeah. Yeah, he was raised by wolves. That's the thing.
Nice.
Ooh.
That's cool.
Very nice. How is everybody liking those digital sheets?
I haven't started really with it yet.
Yeah.
You said
I had
I need to print out some of it, I think.
Okay.
It's too much.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I
why
need to do a meetup with you for it. I just got like I found out someone died, and then I had
yeah,
like
yeah.
a bunch of Indiecade stuff, and then
Yeah,
like
for sure.
right now it's like getting back to normal, except Keith is like sick.
Yeah. Well, hit me up. I mean, we can do it in like an hour.
Cool. Yeah.
I just have to show you how to work it, and then you can do the rest.
Yeah, it looks really great. Like it's definitely something I wish I kind of started from the ground floor with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's one of those things I do want to play with and experiment. I feel like I could spend hours probably experimenting and playing with it.
Yeah. Well, maybe next week we take like a half an hour or something and just go through
Sure.
the digital sheets before we start playing, and Anna can give you some tips because she's been using it for a while.
My tip
Give
is
you-
make sure you're reading your character, not your dog's. That's my big problem. Is
Yeah.
like, my perception seems high.
Do you have 2 monitors whenever you're playing with it? Like
Yeah, I have my sheet on my laptop, and then I
feel
have the map.
like that
on
would help too. Like I always
Hotline.
have just this visual screen.
That's why, I printed out my one sheet, my first sheet, so that I can constantly have that in front of me.
Yeah.
You gotta get 2 monitors.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to have 2 monitors, but that was
should
back in the day.
We could also, after Wave Echo Cave, if everybody's up for it, I might try and experiment with Roll20 too.
I hear good things about that one. So
I've always been like, do I want to like crack that open, or will I become like dependent, or like I'm worried about,
So that's partially my worry too. My Monday night game that I play in, is on Roll20, and it's been working really well. It's the Castle Ravenloft one. Curse
Do
of
you
God.
use, do you use the video function of Roll20, or do you also Zoom at the same time?
We Zoom at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zoom is the most stable format for
Yeah.
streaming. Fortunately or unfortunately.
Mhm.
Yeah, looking at some of those Discord videos, like when we first started doing this, they're like almost unwatchable.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's just really bad. But it would mean that it would half the time to like create maps and stuff. I don't know. This is just my assumption, and I could be completely wrong. But just dragging making digital assets and then just dragging them into a program, as opposed to making digital assets, cutting them out, printing them, cutting them out, taping them together.
Yeah, that's true.
But also, like, the best way to do it still is in person. And one day it's going to get back to that. So it's like,
I mean, we can all show up in inflatable dinosaur outfit.
But then we can't help cut.
It's true.
Well, no, then we try to roll something and we can't have our die in our inflatable dinosaur hands.
yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I really love like making this stuff. Like I've learned more about Photoshop doing this than I have in the last 15 years of using it. But like, it just seems, and it's just tougher to see. Like,
Oh yeah. Mhm.
If you were in person, you'd be like, oh yeah, I can easily tell what each piece is and everything. But like on the Roll20, it's just the digital asset of this. So it's lossless. So as it is in Photoshop, that's what it'll look like in Roll20. And then that's cool too with the lighting, because you can program dark vision, so you can see, like, you can actually see how far your character sees. So the fog of war does extend.
Are you able to? In that group that I was in that disbanded, we played on Roll20. Are you able to? Because we had the fog of war up, so when you moved your token, the light would change around corners and whatnot for what you could see. But are you able to limit like how far the players can move their token, like per like round or anything? Because I was able to over time we were just freely moving our token anywhere we wanted just to look around. And I was like, this seems like an accident.
Yeah.
And we discovered like monsters that we weren't supposed to see ahead of time more than once, and it was just
so I guess that's where my fear would come in, because as a player, it's the same thing as difference between a player and a DM. Like, as a player using Roll20, it's really easy, but I don't have that behind the scenes thing where like I'm setting everything up and stuff. So I did have a meeting with my other dungeon master, Teddy. He's the Roll20 one, and he kind of gave me some tips, but I'm still a little. I might just like experiment.
You have to experiment to learn, like Photoshop. Like now you know it because you've been using it. You were forced to use it. So
yeah, because there's layers too. So like monsters, you can have them just be on the dungeon master's layer. It's almost like transparencies, like you have your dungeon master transparencies where all the monsters are. Once the players get into that room, you kind of like enact that.
Yo, we should just play with transparencies.
Oh yeah, I've got a good marker for it.
Yeah,
It's
that's definitely what we should be doing.
Yeah. So yeah, looks like maybe you've met the Black Spider.
He's not our enemy. He's
haven't
not
met
our
him.
enemy.
Nobody's.
I need to read up my notes, which are poorly written about the Black Spider and whatnot, just to remind myself what we've learned.
Yeah.
This top.
I guess too, like, we could communicate via email. Like, you could communicate in character via email. Like, I don't know. I guess right now you're about to battle, but
Selma's only uses text to speech, so you always get those awkward emails from him that don't have like periods at the end, and you're just complete run-on sentences. We're like, why is this phrased so awkwardly?
If I had my way, Professor Bisma would take Silmaz under his wing, and your downtime would be definitely teaching Silmaz how to read.
I think that's been happening to some degree.
Yeah.
There could be like a training montage.
Just like fighting like letters. Which one's A?
Writing
Yeah,
the
like
R
shooting
back.
arrows at letters.
Yeah. Awesome.
Cool. Happy Halloween, guys.
Happy Halloween.
Happy
Bye.